Here are the grades for your first draft. I hope the comments will help you in the next drafts.
Sorry, doctor, but why did I get an F even though your comments are almost positive?
You're right, your paper is almost excellent, but it lacks any kind of references and this considered violation for the academic integrity. What is academic integrity?
Academic integrity is a commitment, even in the face of a diversity, to 5 fundamental values, which are honesty, trust, fairness, respect, and responsibility. I didn't quite understand.
I mean that you have to adhere the moral and ethical principles by following these 5 fundamental cores in all of your work.
Okay, but why do we need to follow academic integrity?
To make sure that your academic achievements are reliable and show your own efforts, not others. That is why I am telling you to add citation to your work to avoid plagiarism.
What is plagiarism?
It is the act of taking someone's work without giving an appropriate credit to the original owner. There are 2 types of plagiarism: sources that are not cited, sources that are cited but not in the correct way that will make it difficult to track the sources.
Can you mention some examples that can be considered plagiarism?
Turning in someone else's work as your own, copying words or ideas from someone else without giving credit to them. These examples are considered type 1, which is the sources that are not cited at all. As for the second type, you are citing but not in the proper way. That will be still plagiarism, such as giving incorrect information about the source, or the too perfect citation, which is writing exactly the same words without putting quotation marks.
There is another form of plagiarism that is difficult to spot it because it looks like the other. Well, it's research paper. It's that the writer properly cites all the sources, paraphrasing and using quotation appropriately, but the paper contains almost no original work. Let me mention to you some of the famous plagiarism cases. Jane Goodall borrows from Wikipedia and pseudoscience sites, and Rasim Youssef published an article Tuesday morning called "Why Wouldn't Putin Care?" on Al-Shuruk. Shortly after the article's publication, the article was tagged as a case of plagiarism.
Oh, it seemed to be a serious issue. So how can I avoid plagiarism?
Here is some steps that will facilitate avoiding plagiarism. Understand what plagiarism is, be familiar in the areas that you are talking about, restate the subject to yourself a couple of times, reference your quotes and sources, when in doubt, give credit. That's all. What do you mean exactly by references?
They come at the end of your paper, listing all of your works you've quoted, paraphrased, or otherwise used to create your paper. It's also known as works cited page or bibliography. Moreover, it's necessary to indicate the source of the information within your paper using an internal citation. It's not just enough to just list the sources in the bibliography page at the end of your paper. Now I really understand why plagiarism is, but I want to know, why do we need to cite?
To protect the author's intellectual property and to be a responsible scholar by giving credit to other researchers and acknowledging their ideas. Additionally, to allow your reader to track down the sources you use by citing them accurately in your paper by way of a bibliography or reference list.
Created using Powtoon.